Now, WLOX First Alert Weather with meteorologist Taylor Graham.
Looks like we're starting to see a little more cloud cover in spots along the coast, and heading into the afternoon, there's still a chance for some hit or miss showers and storms, but it did lower rain chances a little bit. Some of our forecast models have backed off a bit on the coverage of rain this afternoon. It's still going to be pretty warm, pretty muggy, temperatures close to 90 later today. But if we do see a little more cloud cover over the next few hours, at least that will prevent us from seeing some extreme heat later today, which I'll take it. All things considered, feels pretty nice for August. We're at 83 currently in Gulfport at the airport, and taking a look at our other temperatures across the board, we're mainly in the low to mid 80s heading into lunchtime. Eventually we'll top out in the upper 80s later today. As you can see on satellite, we've got some clouds moving in from some of those showers and thunderstorms over the water. That's where we find the majority of the rain right now. Not seeing as much rain onshore at this time. But I do want to show you a wider image of what's going on. We've got an easterly wave or a tropical wave moving through the northern Gulf. This is not really going to be developing into a tropical system, but as it moves westward, it will bring with it some moisture, and there's a better chance of seeing some showers and storms tomorrow and possibly into Wednesday. So we'll keep that in mind if you have any outdoor plans. But as for today, really looks like these showers and storms are going to be very hit or miss. Not everyone is going to see rain today, but if you do, there is a chance of seeing some heavier downpours here or there. High temperatures topping out in the upper 80s, maybe a few spots hitting the low 90s briefly. I will say by early Tuesday morning, with a little bit more moisture to work with, could start off the day with some scattered showers and storms, and some of those showers and storms will continue into Tuesday afternoon. By the end of the week, I'm not expecting as much rain as a ridge of high pressure begins to build in over the northern Gulf. Not only are we going to be a little bit drier by Friday and Saturday, but things are also going to be heating up by the end of the week. We're likely going to be topping out in the low to mid 90s by Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. And when you factor in the high humidity, heat index likely going to be above 100 at times this weekend, but that's not too unusual for this time of the year in the middle of August. In the tropics, we do have some news to share. We have our new tropical storm, which is Tropical Storm Erin. That developed this morning. It is way out there in the eastern Atlantic. We have two other areas we're watching for possible development, but those chances are very low at this time. As for Erin, at 10 o'clock, it was considered a tropical storm with winds of about 45 miles per hour, and it's moving pretty quickly for a tropical system off to the west. The latest forecast track from the National Hurricane Center has it continuing its westward journey over the next several days across the Atlantic, and then possibly becoming the first hurricane of the season by about Wednesday or so. And there's a chance that as it moves into the western Atlantic by Saturday and Sunday, it could be a major hurricane. Where does it go from there? That's still a little uncertain at this time. However, I will say forecast models at this point are in pretty good consensus that it will continue to move westward and a little bit to the north and west for this upcoming weekend. Taking a look at some forecast models, these are just a few runs. They're in fairly good agreement that this ridge of high pressure is going to start to weaken a little bit more and move back to the east as Erin starts to make its way up to the north and west. Now, at this point, it does not look like a Gulf Coast threat. However, things could change, so we're still going to watch this very closely. But generally speaking, forecast models in pretty good agreement that that ridge is going to be moving a little bit more to the east, allowing Erin to make more of that northwest curve. But plenty of time to watch things. Plenty of things could change between now and then, so we'll keep an eye on it. We are getting closer and closer to the peak of hurricane season, so best to be on guard over the next several weeks. Quick look at your marine forecast today. We are expecting a smooth to light chop with seas at about 1 to 3 feet. High tide will be coming up here shortly within the next few hours. For the time being, we'll have a decent chance of seeing some showers and storms on Tuesday and Wednesday. It looks drier and hotter by the end of the week.